Hello, viewers. Welcome to another segment of It's a Learning Curve. And today I am extremely happy to have my very beautiful and very intelligent friend, Dr. Soubantika Palchoudhary, who is going to help us guide through how to pursue an academic area, how to pursue a field of academic research and teaching at the same time. So I would like to go ahead and request Dr. Palchoudhary to introduce herself.
Thank you, Dr. Kotbagi. Thanks for the very lovely introduction, and welcome to all our viewers. And first of all, let me wish you all a very good health and safety, and happy Mother's Day. So, with that, let me just start by introducing myself. I am Soubantika Palchoudhary, and basically I'm a chemical engineer, right from my bachelor's to my PhD. I started. My bachelor's in chemical engineering. I received a bachelor's degree from National Institute of Technology, Durgapur, and and then I was very interested in research at that time because I participated in some undergraduate research projects there. So that motivated me to pursue graduate studies, and I completed my master's and PhD in chemical engineering from the University of Alabama. And there I was introduced to the field of nanoengineering, nanochemistry, nanoengineering. And then after that, I pursued several postdocs in Yale University, where I did some research in biomedical applications of magnetic nanoparticles, and then in the University of South Carolina in environmental remediation with nanoparticles, and also in the University of Alabama on bio-inspired energy materials. And then after that, I started my faculty position in the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Right now, I'm in the third year of my tenure track position at UTC and in the chemical engineering department, and it has been lovely. And and if you give me some time, let me talk a little bit about my research and I have been, one thing that I've been very fortunate in is collaborating with my colleagues and my professors in diverse aspects of nanoengineering. So please give me a moment and let me show you. Okay. Okay, so Trupti, will you please allow me to share my screen with you? Okay, and then so right now at UTC, I am working on nanochemistry and keeping nanochemistry at the core. What we do is research projects where we target precision agriculture with new nanomaterials, where they can help in agricultural fields to increase the growth, crop yields, and also the productivity of the crops, and also in energy materials where we develop new semiconductors with the nanoparticles, and also and then environmental remediation. So keeping it at the core, a diverse application areas. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So I'm very proud to have a friend like her who has such a stellar profile with a very diverse background. So with that, could you please put some light on what foundation should one set if you are planning to pursue a career in academia?
Yeah, that's a very excellent question. And then I would like to say all of you are so talented, and I'm sure there are different pathways for each one. Everyone has their own ways of finding out the thing. But what I found was very useful was during my graduate studies, uh, a strong literature background on any of the research fields that we are pursuing during our PhD. A very strong research or literature review on that helps us a lot. For example, it's very easy to say that there's only, the field is so novel, there's only a few literature, but if we take the time to learn about the field, that gives us a very good background. And then the other thing I would say is publishing scientific articles that helps a lot. And one other thing that I had presentation opportunities at conferences that helps us, and one other very important thing that helps me a lot was being in the faculty search committees as a graduate student. If we have already planned that we want to pursue a career in academics, then if we can get into these search committees, that helps us understand the resume, the right CV writing patterns, and then their seminars, how they're presenting. So that helps a lot. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So students should be really active, not just in their lab, but also in extracurriculum activities, which will help them get into the determined career goals they have. And so when they're still studying, is there any right time as such to look for such academic positions, or do you need to have some kind of specific experience to get into a academic area?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. So for academic positions, they usually start from academic keys. We can search those via academic keys, higher education, and that usually starts from October to about April. That's when the jobs come up. But yeah, the right time to pursue is after your PhD. If we are looking for, there are two types of positions. One is the teaching, and then the other involves more research and teaching both combined. So if after the PhD you're very confident about your publications and then profile with your research plan and everything, then you can start pursuing after your PhD. Uh, but the teaching positions usually might be more suitable at that point. But most of the research schools, they do prefer a postdoc after a few years of postdoc. Then you look into it. But I have seen one of my own professors. She mentioned that going to conferences gave her, she did not have a postdoc, and then she went directly into teaching position, extremely successful, and motivates everyone. So that's also, yeah, October to April is when
The
the
right
jobs
time.
become available.
Oh, that's a fantastic information. That's a good tip. So how do you foresee the change in academic system in the post-pandemic period?
Yeah, that's a, yeah, so right now we are doing everything online. So all the courses, I think, even I'm developing new courses online. So there, I think there is a big demand for online courses, and we are all moving towards even both the traditional engineering, chemical engineering, traditional courses, and also the elective courses. We are planning to offer those online. That's one big change. And then the other change is all the proposals. When we are planning to pursue an academic field, proposal writing is very important also. So many of those proposals will be more focused towards uh, COVID-19, and then remediation, therapeutic tools, and detection tools, and things like that.
Yeah, okay. So you think most of the classroom teaching will now be a virtual classroom teaching?
Yeah, or hybrids. It's good to be prepared. It's good to be prepared with new, keep updating yourself with new tools. And
Right.
so virtual teaching we usually do via Zoom
Yeah.
or any other online platforms just like this one.
Right. So is that also going to affect the hiring processes?
Um, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Yeah, but most of us, we have all these skill sets, Zoom, and then how to prepare. So all you have to do is prepare PowerPoints and then share it. Yeah, so that's a very good point. In future, probably in the hiring process, uh, most of the interviews are online, and also the research presentations, teaching presentations, all of those are online. So that way we should know how to present the most important aspects of our research on. Yeah, that's a very good point. Mhm.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So although whatever happens, we are still going to keep learning.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing is going to stop us from learning. Yeah. So what take-home message do you have for our viewers and our aspiring academicians?
Yeah. So one of the things is just learn from all your mentors, and keep during the graduate studies, just sort of keep some mentors who can recommend you, and collaborators and colleagues, just collaborate with them. and then keep a broad and wide environment around you. And when we are planning to be academicians, one thing I did want to say was we are shaping the future generation. So please give them a positive message. I know it's sometimes very difficult to teach calculus to some students who may not be, but please give a positive and welcoming tone for the future generation. You never know what they'll be able to achieve in future, so please inspire them.
That's a
That's
very inspiring and energizing message. So, Dr. Palchoudhary, with this short and sweet interview of yours, you have really made us more enthusiastic and very hopeful and optimistic by all the tips you have given us. So, I look forward to getting a lot of guidance from you in future as well. And thank you very, very much for being a part of my show. And I'm going to give you this honor that you are my first female guest on the show today.
Thank
So
you.
thank you very, very much for doing this for me, for sparing your precious time. I really know you're always hands full, but thank you
No,
very, very much.
thank you so much, Dr. Kotbagi. And to our female engineers and then female viewers, please be inspired by Dr. Kotbagi, and she's the vice president of a company of a cell phone pre-made company. It's a startup company. Right from start, she created the company with so it's a very exciting field. Please be involved and.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled. With this, viewers, I would like to um take your leave, and I would like to request you to stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe my channel for such educative and informative series. Thank you very, very much, viewers. Stay safe and stay productive.